I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and this is the tale of a deal that was almost, but not quite, too good to be true. Now, my wife knows that I've gotten rather sick of going to various garage sales because of the fact that whenever I ask, "Do you got any video games? Got any old games around?" Everybody always says no. But on her own, of her own volition, she stopped at a garage sale on her way home from the store, and they had this limited edition Year of Luigi 3DS XL complete in the box for 25 bucks. And she knew right away that was a deal without even looking it up. And she messaged me and said, "Should I get this?" I'm like, "Well, you knew you should get it." And she's like, "But the seller told me there was an issue with it." I'm like, "Okay, but it is complete in the box." And I looked it up while she was there at the garage sale, and I'm like, if there's an issue with it and it's marked 25, ask if they'll take 15. So she offered 15, and they said yes. And I said, "Okay, when you get home, I'll tell you what this is really worth." So here we have the Year of Luigi Silver 3DS XL that comes pre-installed with Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Or at least it would if the person who previously owned it hadn't erased it and tried to basically factory reset the system. But since it's marked as a free download because it was pre-installed, I could just go back into the eShop and download it again, which I did. And I also had to change the region from Angola to the United States because it wouldn't let me access the eShop before that. But as you can see, the box is in great condition. All of the inserts are in here, and even this fold-out flyer advertising new and upcoming 3DS games. Everything in the box complete. And looking at this silver Year of Luigi 3DS, you wouldn't think there was anything wrong with it. Just external appearances alone, this looks like it was well cared for from somebody who knew they had something good. And they did indeed, because the box alone goes for $50. The console alone goes for about 100, and complete in the box, it goes for 140. So, needless to say, I already have a 3DS XL, but getting a limited edition one for 15 bucks that goes for almost 10 times that, I'm not going to pass it up. It even had the screen wipe cloth in there. I mean, that is just amazing. But I did say there is an issue, and it may be a tough one to overcome. So let me go ahead and plug in this power supply. I'll show you what the issue is. I've already been in contact with my friend Fix It Phil about this, and he said he doesn't normally work on Nintendo 3DS because it's too many wires, too much work, but I'm hoping I can talk him into it because I've priced out replacement screens and they're about $25. I suspect it may just be a loose ribbon cable as opposed to actually needing a new screen, but there's definitely something going on here. I'll flip it up, power it on, and then you'll all see what's what. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a missing line of pixels straight down the middle of the bottom screen. Now, it doesn't actually affect the touch screen. I tried it. It works, and all the buttons work. All the controls work, the internet works, sound works, even though I have the sound turned down right now, but there's nothing wrong except one full line of pixels missing right down the middle. And honestly, the way it is, it wouldn't even stop you from playing most games because you're seeing the entire resolution of the screen on both the left and the right side, and anything that scrolls from one side to the other will just be missing one pixel of data for a split second before it's gone. So You could use this pretty much any game you wanted. Maybe you wouldn't want to use it that way, but you could. And if I could get a replacement screen for 25 bucks, let's say Phil charged me $35 for an hour of labor if that's what it took, 60 bucks plus 15 for the console complete in the box, that's still less than half of what it goes for at your typical game store or from an eBay reseller. So I could invest 75 bucks in this if I could get it working again. And replacement screens don't even necessarily have to be $25. That's the high end of the market. You can get them for a little less than that, but you'd also have to get them drop shipped from China, and they might take 3 months to get here. So it depends on whether you want to pay a little more and not have to wait, or pay a little less and not be able to fix it for a few months. And then returns would be a bitch because you're probably not going to be able to return it to China under these kind of circumstances with the pandemic and everything being what it is. But it's a working system, aside from this one minor issue on the bottom that affects the bottom display. The top display is absolutely perfect. Everything here was functional, other than the fact that I had to reset the system settings and re-download Mario and Luigi Dream Team. There aren't any real problems with this other than these missing pixels. I swear it just looks like a loose connection in there. I don't feel like this is actually dead pixels. Maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like something inside of this is not fully connecting the way it should. Phil said he would watch a video about it. Whatever that means, I'm not sure exactly where you would go to watch a video about an issue like this other than the video that I'm making right now. But I'll let you know, he has a Twitch channel, and if he does do a repair on it, he would probably be streaming it there. So I'll put the link here in the video. But if you search for Phil McPhee, you should be able to find him as well. PhilMcFee. He's also here on YouTube, and I've created a short link for that, so go to tinyurl.com/fixitphilne for Nebraska, of course, because there's more than one Fix-It-Phil out there. So maybe he can fix this, maybe he can't, maybe he will, maybe he won't, but he's done me some very nice favors in the past. I know Game Gear and Game Boy are more in his wheelhouse than modern handhelds like the 3DS or the 3DS XL, but maybe he'll make an exception. I'm Mr. MegaManFan. Thanks for watching, and I gotta say this was still a heck of a deal for just 15 bucks.